Good morning, everybody. Today's Monday, the 17th of September, 2018. This is a good idea of what it looked like all day yesterday and seemingly all day today. Just a constant, moderate rain. Right now the winds have died down, so I don't even see any evidence of winds. A lot of water. Been fairly impressed so far with this pasture and then the big park pasture way over there. All that plowing that I did, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of surface runoff. There's a little bit right there. Not a whole bunch. Hey, there's the ducky doos. Watch it. Whack, whack. Ducky doos. Oh God, here they come. Quack, quack. Ducks are highly food motivated, if you didn't know that. So they're beating feet as fast as a duck can run. Because as soon as they hear my voice, they know it's chow time. Smart donkeys. Also coming down. So I'll go upstream of this in a minute, but you can see evidence of the swale that I built last year to lead the water runoff from out those trees over there. Comes under the fence, goes along the swale, down into the duck pond. Boy, it looks like I still got some work to do right here though, by the rabbits. Woo! Alright, that's a lot of water. Oh well. Better to have too much water than not enough. Come on, baby. I know, you're hungry. Oh, okay. Fathead donkey. Let's go. Even in the rain, she'd rather be outside. Well, it's coming down. Whew. Come on. Gotta go feed the bunnies when we're done. Let's go. One more. Wow. I think when I was out here the other day cutting, what was I doing? Tree stumps work. So I was grinding tree stumps. I showed you guys this, and I said that this was going to be a wide river once the rains picked up. So yeah, it's a wide river, as I said it would be. Look at that, running down. Basically, it runs out of the woods across the barn pasture. I was just watching. The ducks are having a gay old time. I caught them swimming in this stream upstream. They were having fun. See if I can catch them on video here in a bit. But they're playing in the stream, which is, I guess, not surprising. But what is surprising is it actually, and I think my rabbit hoogle contributed. It looks like it, almost like a dam, and it dammed off this thing. And this is a kind of a lake now. I got some more work to do, just in terms of groundwater management. But I do want to have natural water features in this woodlot when I'm done. So it's a matter of just kind of getting some controls in place. I do want to have like a duck pond in here. So there you go. There's the beginning of it right there. There's another water course that isn't normally here. So yeah, we're starting to get a lot of ground saturation, a lot of runoff. Not a big deal. Don't eat that. So this is the backside of that, what I called the lake on the woodlot before. I mean, the water goes from basically the whole area I'm panning. It's standing water. Here's my walking path you've seen many times. You can tell it's wet. But one thing that's why you walk the property like this, in situations like this, you learn stuff. So I'm learning all that water in that lake in my woodlot, a feeder, is I just noticed that a whole stream of water is running off that cow pasture, running downhill, aggregating right here, and then running as a stream onto my property, across my perimeter road, into what I'm calling, I guess, duck pond number 3. Ostensibly currently under development in my woodlot. So anyway, it's good to know where your water sources are, and there's some high ground right there, so I got some things to work on here, which is good. Like I said, it's good to know where the water's coming from, because it gives me some ideas on how to manage it. So, and it also explains why so many of these trees in this area right here have historically failed and fallen, because I'm sure the soil here is very saturated and can't sustain some of these really big ass trees. Over time they tend to either get rotten, root rot, or they just fall because the soil conditions can't sustain the weight of the tree, especially if it starts to lean one direction or another. So it's all good. It's all good to get out here and pick up some current intel. Well, I guess I can take a little bit of credit for this. This is the section that I ran that center plow down the middle of the path to create kind of a water runoff. And as you can see, there's water running down the trough I created. And it's not, there's a couple places where it's puddling. But by and large, it's doing what I wanted it to do. Is run this stuff downhill. So I'll be curious to see what it looks like down the bottom here. Well, it did better than I thought it would. I'll show you here in a second. Evidence. You be careful, sweetie. So it's running downhill from there, as you can see, and downhill from around that corner into this low spot, feeding that creek. If you recall, I told you yesterday, and check out this creek. That's like a little mini river now, coming down off that cow pasture land. And this is I believe this creek is actually on Google Maps as a feeder creek into, again, I forget which, I think it's the Eno River. So there's some formality to this creek, and interesting. A lot of water, but I'm happy with this. I'll tell you what, if there's any gold on my property, it would be right here now. So I should get my little metal detector out here once it dries out a little bit and see what we can find. But I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Here's where I created the little, whoa, that's kind of deep. That's the little feeder I created with the tractor to feed into the creek. But boy, I tell you, that creek is definitely at its limits. I mean, it's the highest I've ever seen it. A lot of water. A little bit of standing water here. And this is the boggiest part of the, this is the absolute lowest part. And it looks like, okay, I need to open up a feeder line right there. It looks like sweet tea. You must be thirsty. And then here's the other bottom part that I created. All right, so it looks like the two feeder lines I created to feed my water running downhill from both sides into that creek. There's the other one, and it's working pretty well. I just have this one low spot here that got kind of boggy that I need to work on. But you know what? I'm not bringing a tractor out here for about a week or two, because this is a mud bog, and we're getting nailed by the next downpour. So let me shut the hell up and get us home. But here's the here's the other one. Yeah. Looking good, looking good, looking good. I'm coming. All that water I showed you in the woodlot before, so it kind of flows across the barn pasture where the donkeys are. It flows into my duck pond that's getting bigger and bigger every time I get the excavation work going. And then when the duck pond hits capacity, it flows around it and down off the property, and continues on its way through 2 water courses that kind of fork out of here. Here's the first one, second one's right there, and as you can tell, moving a lot of water still. So yeah, I think, you know, we got a lot of rain in the last day or two, but the drainage systems are working as designed. So I would not say that we're flooded. I'd say that we're moving a lot of water, which is a good thing. All right, Booba, breakfast time.